Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Fandom Fights. We are here for a number one contenders match. This is going to be very exciting, Nick. Singles, number one contenders. Two people who have never been in this position before of a singles fandom number one contenders match, if I'm not mistaken. We got Jake Meltzer going up against David Garcia. Nick, what do you think of the matchup?
I'm excited, Tim. This sort of final title picture here was like, it was supposed to be like one side of people who have like accomplished what they meant to this year. Like they've made it to the ends of tournaments. They've challenged for belts already. On the other side of this like little bracket here was people who have the potential to do that, but haven't really been able to do that in singles yet. We have two, one former team's champion and one current team's champion who've played this year already. It's unbelievable how deadlocked these two people are. They've both upset great people to get here. Jake beat Scully. David beat Albert. It's incredible. So they're tied. They're literally tied in everything. They have the same record. They have the same accuracy. They have the same amount of points. The only difference here is that David won the last one, but that doesn't mean shit, frankly. Like it could literally go to anyone today. I'm very excited.
Yeah, I'm super pumped for this. Let's see what happens. But first, the promos.
All right, buddy. Here we are. This is a position you've never been in. That's fun. Position I've never been in. Turns out it's the Alabama crag dangle. So how you feeling?
See if that one gets past the censors. I feel pretty good. Listen, to quote a movie that is not in fandom, I was not supposed to be here today. I was supposed to lose to Thomas Scully. I feel like I'm supposed to lose today because the people want the Wookiee mistake Civil War. I'm just in the way. But I guess before that happens, we got to do this dance again, this Wookiees, dummies sort of thing we got going on this year. David's amazing.
Yep, absolutely.
He deserves to be here more than I do. I don't know. Still don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm just going to play like I got nothing to lose because I really don't.
And if I can quote my favorite song here from The Descendants, I like food. Food tastes good. Juicy burgers, greasy fries, turkey legs with raw fish eyes, teenage girls with ketchup too. Yeah, you get the idea. You know, it'll pump you up. It's a good pump you up song. Let's do this.
You can't top that, but I mean, everything happens like so fast. I like 3 months ago, I was struggling to not get under 500 in singles, and now I'm in like in a contender match. I'm still not sure what's happening, but hey, I feel good. I feel prepared. I played Jake before, came down to the wire. I've played dummies and Wookiees are probably destined to do this dance forever.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a good one because all of them are. So,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm just excited. You've been managing us all year, and now you got your shot to play for the title. So I'm excited for you, David.
Thank you. And buy your shit.
Buy your shit.
Nick, what do you think of those promos?
Tim, never been to Alabama. Probably won't now.
No, it's fair. It's fair. All right, let's get into it with round number one. How's it going to work, Nick?
Round number one. It's going to work like this. We're going to have 10 questions in the realm of fandom fights. Each player is going to have 15 seconds to write down their answer. At the end of 15 seconds, we will say pens down, at which point the players will reveal their answer and say it aloud. Each correct answer is worth 1 point apiece, and should any individual player get all 10 questions correct in round number one, they would receive a bonus question. Each player will have 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number one?
Nope.
All right, then. Your first question will come in the category of Pixar. The question is, what rank does Buzz Lightyear hold in Lightyear?
Nick, I know that you're a pretty healthy guy now. During quarantine, you made some questionable choices. You made some questionable choices in quarantine. Did you ever make the questionable choice of the nacho fry from Taco Bell?
I've been to Taco Bell twice in my life.
What? 5.
It was fine.
2,
but nothing.
1.
Yeah.
Hands down. Is that real?
Yeah.
Let's go to Jake.
Captain
and David.
I've never been to Taco Bell.
Captain is correct. So we move on to your next question, which is going to be in the category of Star Trek. Who kills the Borg Queen in Star Trek First Contact? So one of the pieces of glue holding together the relationship of me and Kaleb Boatman is that we both love the nacho fries from Taco Bell. And so he messaged me today and said, Tim, they're back. And I got really excited. And so here we are.
Oh, well.
5.
Seems like some pretty loose glue there.
1 pens down. Let's go to David.
Data?
Jake.
Data.
Data is correct. What's next, Nick?
Your third question comes in the category of the MCU. Who plays Wen Wu in Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings?
You a fan of this one?
I am. I think this is a good one.
That's a lot of rings.
10.
Yeah, I wear 2, and that's a lot.
Shit.
But also, like,
4, 3.
I have more rings on my coffee table.
Pens down. That's fair. You drink a lot of water. Let's go to Jake.
The God, Tony Leung.
And David.
Oh, thank God. Tony Leung.
That is correct. Maggie thinks he's sexy. Let's get into the next question, which is in the category of James Bond. In The Spy Who Loved Me, Bond fights and interrogates a henchman as to the whereabouts of Feckish. How does that henchman die? Feckish? Is that right?
Yeah, you got that.
Nice.
I was ready. I was at the ready. I was going to be like, no, Tim, it's Feckish. But then you said it right. So, cool.
No, Tim, it's James Bond. 5, 4, 3, 2,
No.
1. Pens down. Let's go to David.
Falls to his death?
And Jake.
Isn't that the guy that Jaws bites?
David is correct. Falls to his death, falls off a building. That is correct. So David will get the point, making it 4-3 as we get into the next one. What is it?
The next question comes in the category of scores and soundtracks. The songs Born to Die and Perfect for Me appear in which DreamWorks film?
So the whole thing is that they have this seasoning on it, but then you also dip them in nacho cheese. Yeah.
Okay.
They're pretty good. Nacho cheese is very versatile.
Is it though?
4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right, that's going to be David's first repeat.
The question again. The songs Born to Die and Perfect for Me appear in which DreamWorks film? I like when we ask about songs. I want to sing them.
Does you want to sing? Well, just don't sing one of these songs. Sing the song from The Spy Who Loved Me.
No.
5, 4, 3,
Just
2,
amuse you.
1. Pens down. Let's go to Jake.
I mean, it's fair. Nobody does it better than Carly Simon. I just guessed Shrek the Third.
And David.
Trolls World Tour?
Trolls World Tour is the correct answer.
Should have guessed one of those.
All right, your next question is going to be in the category of Disney animation. In 2011's Winnie the Pooh, what object does Kanga suggest to use as a replacement for Eeyore's tail, which fails? I was editing a few matches last night, had some extra time, so I edited a few. And in one of the matches, you were solo hosting, and you asked a question that I'm pretty sure I wrote for a title match that you played in like 2 years ago. Because I recognized the question immediately, and I was like, I wrote that, and it was super weird. 5,
Oh my.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to David.
A rope?
And Jake.
It's the only Disney animated movie I think I haven't seen. I guessed a tree branch.
Both incorrect. We were looking for a scarf. A scarf.
Okay.
What's next, Nick?
The next question comes in the category of Alien versus Predator. Who plays Special Agent Peter Keyes in Predator 2?
Cool name, man.
Mine? Thank you.
Yes, Nick as well is very
What
good.
else do you want to compliment me about?
Your beard, I can't do that.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you.
Like this
a nice beard.
one. Pens down. Let's go to Jake
Gary Busey.
and David.
I Gary Busey in a normal voice.
Gary Busey is correct. So 6-4. As we get into your next question in the category of Middle Earth. Who claims that the One Ring is a gift upon first seeing it in the Fellowship of the Ring?
Another question about rings.
Yeah.
Usually we ask about death, which we have asked about at least once so far. But
We ask a lot of death questions.
2 of them. 2 death ones so far.
And a scarf question. 5,
And a scarf.
4, 3, 2,
But 2 rings. that's what I'm
1.
saying.
Pens down. Let's go to David
Boromir.
and Jacob.
Boromir.
Boromir is correct. What is next, Nick?
Your penultimate question will come in the category of YA. The question is, at the beginning of Allegiant, Triss and Four have to climb back down the wall in order to destroy what during their escape from Chicago?
Your favorite film, Allegiant.
Oh my god. What the fuck is in here?
Oh,
Oh, wait, here it is.
hey! 5, 4, 3.
Because Allegiant isn't my favorite film.
Pens down. Let's go to Jake
Like a generator for an electrified fence.
and David.
I put the electric fence generator.
We can accept both of those answers. So 8-6 as we get into the final question of the round in the category of Planet of the Apes. Which Planet of the Apes film features someone using the exhaust engines of a ship as a weapon? You always wear that shirt. Is that your up shirt? Yeah, okay. You're a big fan of that one.
Yeah, and it's a comfy shirt.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
Is it cotton?
Maybe.
5, 4,
I think
3,
it's sheep's wool.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to David
Planet of the Apes 2001.
and Jake.
Planet of the Apes 2001.
That is correct. So we end round number 1. The score 9-7. Is that what you have, Nick?
That's what I have, Tim.
All right. David has 2 repeats remaining. Jake has all 3. And
Yes.
round number 2. How's it going to work?
Round number 2 is going to work like this. We have a wheel. It's the wheel round. It has 8 random categories on it, as well as winners and opponent's choice. Each player will get a spin at the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they keep it. If not, they can choose to spin again, but they will be forced to keep what they spin the second time. You'll get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece, unless you like to check down a multiple choice, in which case it will only be worth 1. And be on the lookout, as stealing is available in round number 2. Tim, what's on the wheel today?
On the wheel today is James Bond, Middle Earth, Disney live action, Star Trek, Star Wars, horror icons, Marvel, and Mission Impossible. David, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer to Jake?
All right. I think we go first, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then this will be your spin, David. It lands on Disney live action.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Yeah. Let's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stay away from that.
This is what you are stuck with. And it lands on Disney live action.
All right. Use your repeats or use your multiple choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
All right, Nick, you want to go ahead and give David his questions in the category of Disney live action?
Rip. Yes, David, are you prepared for your questions in the category of Disney live action?
Let's see.
Rip to the category, not to use. But your first question in Disney live action. Which Disney live action film features a party of adults who get a bunch of childhood games as gifts?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Repeat.
All right, that is your second repeat. The question again. Which Disney live-action film features a party of adults who get a bunch of childhood games as gifts?
The Santa Claus 2.
That is correct for 2 points. David, your second question. What is the real first name of the Rocketeer in The Rocketeer?
Cliff.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, David, your third question. Who plays Nathaniel, the man in love with Queen Narissa and works as her henchman in Enchanted?
Timothy Spall.
That is correct for 2 more points. All right, David, your penultimate question. What bird is the mascot of the rival team who the Ducks play in the finals of the Mighty Ducks?
The Hawks.
That is correct for 2 points. Right, and David, your final question. What profession does Lily want but is denied at the beginning of the film because she is a woman in Jungle Cruise?
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are: is it A, doctor, B, map maker, C, historian, or D, professor?
Ooh. Historian?
That is incorrect. Jake chance for the 1 point steal. Your options again are A, doctor, B, map maker, C, historian, or D, professor.
It was between that and map maker, so I'll go with that.
That's unfortunately also incorrect. We were looking for D, professor.
Yeah.
All right. So at the end of David's turn, he gets his total up to 17. Jake's still at 7. So we'll bring back the wheel and Mr. Carriola for the spin for Jake.
You like rings? Got a lot of fucking rings right here. It's all the lantern cord rings because I'm a fucking nerd.
Jake, your spin lands on Middle Earth.
What do you think, buddy?
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
There's a couple things on here I really don't want, but
Yeah.
it's mostly a pretty good wheel. I think there's some other categories that I think. I just went over the notes today. I think I'll take it.
You got it, man. Do it up.
All right. Jake, I will give you your questions in the category of Middle Earth. Are you ready?
We'll see.
All right, your first question. Which Middle Earth film features someone using the One Ring to set characters stuck in jail free?
The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug.
That is correct for 2 points. And I appreciate your Smaug. Your next question. When Gandalf goes to visit Saruman in the Fellowship of the Ring, Saruman tells him that his love of what has clearly slowed his mind?
His love of the halfling's leaf.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question. Who voices Sam in 1978's The Lord of the Rings?
God damn it. I looked at this too. Let's go multiple choice just to be safe.
All right, your options are A, Simon Chandler, B, Dominic Gard, C, William Squire, or D, Michael Scholes.
Okay. I know which ones it isn't. Of two of them that aren't it.
5, 4.
Can I get the options again?
Yep. Your options again are A, Simon Chandler, B, Dominic Gard, C, William Squire, or D, Michael Scholes.
A.
A is incorrect. David, chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, Simon Chandler, B, Dominic Gard, C, William Squire, or D, Michael Scoles?
Everything that or D.
D is correct for one.
Fuck.
All right, Jake, your penultimate question. How many Middle-earth films do not feature Merry and Pippin on screen together?
Four.
That is incorrect. David, chance for a 2-point
Fuck
steal.
me.
3.
Yeah.
That is correct for 2.
Why did I not do that? Well, congrats, David.
All right, Jake, your final question in Middle-earth. In an unexpected journey, what kind of creature does Gollum kill and try to eat before finding Bilbo? Five, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is your first repeat. In an unexpected journey, what kind of creature does Gollum kill and try to eat before finding Bilbo?
I'm down, so I have to be bold and go for it. I will say goblin.
That is correct for 2 points.
Okay.
All right, so at the end of Jake's turn, he gets his total up to 13, but with the steals, David is at 20. Is that what you have, Nick?
Yep.
All right, how's round number 3 going to work?
Round number 3 is going to work like this. It is the betting round. We have 5 more questions in the realm of fandom fights. Once the players hear the category, they can bet anywhere between 0 and 2 points on the question. If they get the question correct, they will gain those points. If they get the question incorrect, they will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we have reached the end of the match. Players, any questions as we get into round number 3? All right.
Okay, then the first category you can bet points on is going to be Star Wars. Let's get bets, starting with David and Jake.
2.
All right, your question in the category of Star Wars. In The Return of the Jedi, what does Vader say to Luke that causes him to lose control and nearly kill him during their fight in the Emperor's throne room? We will take a general answer. This is a good movie.
Yeah.
It's the best movie ever made. So,
Oh, yeah, this is like your favorite.
yeah, it's my favorite movie ever
Repeat the question.
All right, that's Jake's second repeat. In The Return of the Jedi, what does Vader say to Luke that causes him to lose control and nearly kill him during their fight in the Emperor's throne room?
The prequels are better, man.
I mean,
Ooh, I'm a 19-year-old, and I like the new trilogy.
I like the new trilogy personally. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Jake. Jake.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Let's go to Jake first.
I'm wrong anyway, so congrats, David. You get the Wookiee Civil War everybody wanted. He's proud of him.
And David.
Leia may turn to the dark side.
And your winner, David Garcia. That Leia will turn to the dark side. Perhaps they can turn Leia if Luke won't. Something along those lines. Yes. That's what we were looking for. And that is correct. So a final score of 22-11. So, Nick, what do you think of the match?
Good match up until that point where it happened, where maybe Jake just had a mishap. And David was able to steal, and that really swung the match the other way. I think there was a scenario where Jake could have come back in round 3, but when the first category is Star Wars and David has a 7-point lead on you, that's hard to overcome. I think Jake played great, keeping pace with David, but David is starting to impress me very much, and what a time to start impressing people when you're about to go for a title match. So, great match.
Yeah. Let's start by talking to Jake.
Jake, as you said, you weren't even supposed to be here. I disagree. You've played fantastically. You've beaten great people. You're a champion. in your own right now. You're a champion. Like David's not even that. You can say that over it. But you played a great match up until, like I said, that moment where maybe you just overthought it, or you shot too quickly, and David was able to get a 2-point steal that really swung the match the other way. You're still a great Fandom Fights player, and you had one heck of a year and one heck of a run here at the end of the season. So how are you feeling about the match today and your season overall?
Yeah, I overthought that penultimate Middle Earth question because I was thinking like, oh, they're separated for pretty much the whole movie, and then it's like the very end when everything is resolved. Yeah, I just overthought it, and the one Bond movie I had watched recently was The Spy Who Loved Me, and just I thought of the wrong character. So those were kind of the two things that tripped me up. And credit to David, I would have given him Disney live action on Opponent's Choice. So, and he crushed it. So, like, the reason I put it there was to mess with him, and he threw that all the way back in my face. So as soon as that happened, I was like, okay, it's probably not my day. But that's okay, because like the fact that I've gotten this far in all 4 divisions this year is like is stupid. And it's crazy that has happened. I never thought it would in singles. So it's really cool that I got this far. It's a pretty good, like I've been talking a lot about legacy, like in the last couple of matches. So like, this is like another thing. Yeah. And you know what, in a way, I'm also kind of glad I don't have to play Joe, because as evidenced today, I can't go a whole match only getting 3 questions wrong at this level. So to try to do that, and also in a teams match, I'm pretty sure it would have been even more humiliating if I played Joe than it was today. So, yeah, David, this is what David does. I like other movies too much. So he deserves to be at this level. It's about damn time, and I cannot wait to watch the Wookiee Mistake Civil War myself.
Bill, tell Jake why I was going to tell Jake why he shouldn't be humiliated, but I assume you were going to do it.
Because he's got BDE. Figure out what that means.
I definitely don't.
Dude, you absolutely, it's swinging in the wind like an anaconda. Are you serious, man? Come on.
Jake, this does end your singles run for this year, but we will see you again as you and Robert try to defend the team's title again at the final act. So we will see you then. Congratulations on a match well played and a great season. As we bring in our winner that Tim is controlling. Yes, Tim's controlling it. David Garcia. David, listen, there have been players this year who have made me think, like, I think these players are just on another level. People like Joe, people like your manager today, people like Albert reached that point for me. I think you just hit that point for me to where, like, I could see you taking down. You defeated one of the people I just said in order to get here, and then taking down Jake the way you just, not only in a pretty dominating win. You had a very good win today. I think you do stand a very good chance against Joe, especially since you probably have inside knowledge about the guy that other people might not have. How do you feel about your win today and going on to your first singles title match?
Dude, I feel awesome. Like, my round 1 was a problem in our last title lose, and I decided for that not to happen again. And I think I am at that level that I can consistently do well in round 1 in hard matches, which helps. And it was funny because with DLA going away, we were like, maybe I should not put like that, but I don't know if it's worth it. Yeah.
You play with what you got.
I mean, I was afraid of DLA, but luckily those were movies that I had seen, that I had reviewed notes for. And yeah, the one I missed, I just could see her, like I seen her in like the academy or whatever. I just didn't know what position it was. I'm really, the only thing is that I asked Jake, I am not sure if I can go to the level Brittany and Joe did in the last title matches, which I was present for. But hey.
Well, if you want a stats backup, Jake talked about not missing 3 questions. You missed 2 today.
Yeah.
If that's anything, Brittany, do you have any advice for David as he goes to a place you are familiar with?
Advice? I mean, if you play like you did today, I think Joe's in for a rude awakening. I'm just in awe of how you did today, David. Like, you not only did you go 9 for 10 in round 1, you hit stuff that a couple months ago you wouldn't hit. So I think if you just keep doing what you're doing, we're in for quite the match between you and Joe. And
Yeah,
I don't know. I think you might be able to do it. I know you don't think you can, but I think you can.
I just hope I can give a performance worthy of the champion Joe is and the final act, because I want to be in the final act.
Yeah.
Well, you're there. You just made it, and we look forward to seeing it. David, congratulations on the win today. We'll see you in the title match. Tim, why don't you put a bow on it?
I heard everything. All delightful. I was talking to my wife. No, really great match. I mean, Jake getting some bad luck, but I think that a fantastic champion and a great fandom player. But David, just really earning a spot in the title match here at the end of the year. So I'm looking forward to the Wookiee Mistake Civil War. Thank you to the players, the managers, to Nick for writing the match. I've been Tim. We'll see you next time on Fandom Fights.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye.
But again, that's the hero gig. Part of the journey is the end.
Goodbye, old friend.
Kitty has to go.